Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Day before yesterday, I was watching Mr. Rubio, United States Secretary of State. He was granting interview to the CNN, and the anchor of the program was trying to ask him the question about the issue of the executives meeting that ended up in a heated argument and disagreement. And Rubio was throwing back one question back to her: what is the way out? What is the way out of Russia and Ukraine war? No any other explanation. Just tell us what is the way out. What do you think that will end Russia and Ukraine war? So this video is not all about the US, it's all about Nigeria. I want to ask this question because this morning someone chatted me on WhatsApp. And we talk. After some time, I requested that I should call him to know whether the person chatting me is really the person he said he is. Okay. So I called the person and we started talking. The person was talking about the issue of Biafra and Nigeria secession, why we must build Nigeria, why we must forget about secession, why we must not talk about the issue of disintegration of Nigeria. I love to entertain those arguments because I am a flexible kind of person. When I mean I'm a flexible kind of person, I can learn, I can relearn, and I can also teach. Okay, so I love to have conversation with people who have opposite knowledge or opposite conviction with the knowledge I have. So we were talking, and he was telling me that that one day everything will get better, that no condition is permanent. I say, politician, don't turn motivational speaker to me, okay? Because most of the things I do is not based on information I have, it's based on what I experienced and what I'm experiencing. So I talk reality out of issues. I don't talk opinions, okay? So I remember what Rubio was asking the CNN guys: what is the way out of Nigeria in season killing? Up till now, I'm still waiting for the answer. I know he will see this video and he will understand that I purposely did it because of him, okay? What is the way out of the incessant killing, kidnapping in Nigeria? I want answers, please. This is not about dragging. This is not all about fight. This is not about insult. Let's reason together, okay? You that believe that Nigeria must stand one, answer me. What is the solution or the exit to the incessant killing in Nigeria? This killing was like this before Ojukwu declared that Biafrans must be on their separate nation. I am talking about years back, 60s, 70s, even 50s, the hatred. I don't think 50s it has been like that, but from late 60s, entering 70s, the hatred was much, and it led to the declaration of Biafra Republic. So ever since that time till now, things did not change. Now tell me, let's reason together now. What do you think is the solution to the incessant killing in Nigeria? Every day, minimum of 100 people are being killed unjustly from kidnappers, from terrorists, from bandits. Shall we continue like this? From, ritualists as well. Many people in the southeast, in Igbo land, ritualists, all those things. But if we keep quiet and we think that, that remaining in one Nigeria is going to solve the problem, how many years have we been like this? How many years? Because the issue of one Nigeria is a stumbling block, and I'm going to explain more to this my conviction. It is a stumbling block because if you have a solution to fighting insecurity, you can't do that because Abuja will not allow you to do that. I know so many people caught, kidnappers who are Fulanis, red-handed, we call them. I played the video, I showed the right from 2023, I've been publishing the video. You can go and check back my past videos, okay? Most of them, you take them to police station, police will tell you the following day call came and prove that they have transferred them. Which transfer? They leave them. So there is a problem because we don't have the same ideology. Some persons believe that through the things they are doing that they can Islamize Nigeria. Now, where do I get this full knowledge of Islamization? Apart from people who are in government, like National Security Advisor, National Intelligence Agency directors. I mean people who have retired though. When they're in office, they don't talk. After they retired, they started writing books, started going to broadcast places to tell you that, oh, this is what I experienced. And one of them is the man Kunde Ondawumi. If someone who have served Nigeria for 36 years, number one intelligence unit, he was the director, If he comes out on a national television to tell you that everything you are seeing in Nigeria about insecurity is just pushing to Islamization, who am I? Don't believe what I say, but you should believe someone who spent 36 years in that office serving you. Believe them, don't believe me. Believe all those people who have killed so many Igbos like T.Y. Danjuma. If they come to regret to tell you that ethnic cleansing is going on, believe them, don't believe me. Don't just believe everything I'm saying, because I always give you fact. In fact, I have never said something. I always bring facts to you. Look at what is going on. So that is the question I want everyone to answer me. What is the exit to this incessant killing? Because this killing is not stopping soon. I am seeing that the graph is going high. In other words, it is increasing. The rate of kidnapping, the rate of ransom from 2023, the graph is just moving. Go and check National Bureau of Statistics, NBS. That is the accurate place to check the data of what is happening in the nation. National Bureau of Statistics. Go and check it. This thing is going up, it's not going down. So what is the solution? You that think you know everything, what is the solution? House of Assembly member, what is the solution? You said we should build Nigeria together, but you yourself can't work without security. And we are more than 200 and something million. Only you, 4 police is guiding you. Only you, 4 police. We are 200 and something million. And the police, army, SSS, NSD, what is it called? Civil Defense, Navy, combine all of them together, both custom, they are not up to 2 million. And we are almost 250 million. And only you, 4, are guiding you. And you are telling us Nigeria will get better. Let them swipe you off your security details. Come over to village. Come to Agbo. Come and see me in Agbo. Let's move around. Let's go to the farm. If 2 of us come back, the following day, you go back to the House of Rep to tell them what you are saying, that let us build. Now, what are you going to build? Is there a foundation to build? You see a structure fallen because there is no foundation, and you are still laying block on top of that foundation. Is it not stupidity? You are seeing a mansion falling down. What is the causes? Or what is the main cause why the mansion is falling? They said the foundation is faulty. Now you want to put another cement on top of the fallen foundation without restructuring the foundation, without removing the foundation, without destroying the house. I won't play that dirty game with you. Okay? I won't play that dirty game. I know that 2027 is fast approaching. Okay? Everybody is a political being. Everybody is a political being. So everybody plays politics. But I'm not going to play politics with people. I'm not going to play politics hiding the reality of what is on ground. We must be able to tell ourselves the truth that this is what is going on. That is the issue I have with politicians. Complain, come and tell people this is what is going on. It's evil. It's evil. People are dying. People are not going to tell them you are not going to die. Now, during the Senate of Bukola Sariki, yes, during the time of Buhari, Dino mandated them. They were in Senate. That is the only people I see who are senators when they wanted to impeach. They wanted to impeach Buhari, and senator from Delta Central, Senator Ovi Omwagege, now carried the mace. He did not carry it personally. People that came with him carried the mace and ran away out of the Senate floor. That time the Senate was heating up. They no mandate them, even though they are not perfect, even though they are product of notes and so on and so forth. But these people, they can still stand and speak and want president. Yes, we were feeling that people who have the interest of the masses at heart, they were crying that look at kidnapping, all these things. One day we can't stand here. They were saying the truth. But today, Akpabio Senate, nobody talks. Nobody talks. Nobody can stand up and challenge the powers that be. So until we see them begin to do things at the interest of the masses, that is where we begin to listen to them. Okay, I can't listen to you when you have security details, but your people are dying in the village, and you have never stand up to say something like that in the Senate floor. Okay, it's so unfortunate, and I think it is something we almost have at hand, that Nigeria is not working, and it will never work.